I'd like to take some time just to talk to you about your rights and obligations under the Virginia Workers' Compensation Act. What is an injury by accident in Virginia? Different states have different laws regarding workers' compensation benefits. Virginia has chosen to adopt a relatively narrow definition of what constitutes an accident. In Virginia, the only accidents are those which arise out of and in the course of the employment. There's got to be some specific risk of the employment that causes the injury by accident. Repetitive injuries are not covered in Virginia. For example, lifting boxes all day. If somebody lifts boxes all day and they feel back pain later on in the day, that's not considered a compensable injury by accident. If somebody picks up a box and feels a pop in their back, then that is considered a compensable injury by accident. The only repetitive stress injuries that are covered in Virginia are hearing loss and carpal tunnel syndrome. Virginia law requires that you give your employer notice of any injury by accident that you sustain. The law gives you 30 days to notify your employer of an accident. The reality is you should give notice immediately. If you fail to give notice immediately, your employer may be more likely to question the validity of your claim. If possible, give your employer notice with a witness, just so that you have someone to verify that you did in fact give your employer notice. You want to be specific with the description of your accident, because if you fail to be specific with the description of your accident, your employer may also question the validity of the claim. The law in Virginia requires your employer to give you a panel of physicians that you can select. If your employer does not give you a panel, you should ask your employer to give you a panel. It should be a written panel list of 3 doctors from 3 different practices, and then you can pick the doctor you wish. If you do not get a panel and you accept whatever doctor the employer provides you, at some point you're going to waive your right to the panel. If you suffer a workplace accident and you give your employer notice of the accident, it's quite common for the insurance company to contact you and ask for permission to take a recorded statement regarding your description of the accident and other issues that might be pertinent. It's important that you talk to an experienced attorney before you give any type of recorded statement. It may be in your best interest not to give that statement. Virginia law does not require you to give a recorded statement to any insurance company. Under Virginia law, you must file a claim for workers' compensation benefits within 2 years of the date of the accident. I often hear from potential clients that they think that their employer filed this. That is rarely the case. If you do not file your own claim for benefits with the Virginia Workers' Compensation Commission within 2 years of the date of the accident, you could potentially jeopardize all your benefits. Even if your employer or insurance company is sending you weekly checks, paying your medical bills, there is still a statute of limitations issue. Please be mindful of that. What benefits can I get out of the workers' compensation system? That's a common question people have. The benefits are limited in Virginia. There is no benefit for pain and suffering or punitive damages. You are going to be limited in the benefits that you can get out of the system. Those benefits are limited to wage loss benefits, permanent partial disability benefits, and medical benefits which are reasonable, necessary, and related to your accident. Your health insurance, for example, is not a benefit that is protected under the Virginia Workers' Compensation Act.